Nick the Great and the Lost List. I'm Nick the Great. I'm a busy detective. One morning, I was not busy. I was on my vacation. I was sitting under a tree enjoying the breeze with my dog Sludge and a pancake. I needed a vacation too. My friend Claude came into the yard. I knew that he had lost something. Claude was always losing things. I lost my way to your house, he says, and then I found it. What else did you lose? I lost the grocery list I was taking to the store. Can you help me find it? I Nick the Great am on my detective vacation, I said. When will your vacation be over? At lunch. I need the list before lunch, Klaus says. Very well. I Nick the Great will take your case. Tell me, what was on the list? If I could remember, I wouldn't need the list, Klaus says. Good thinking, I said. Does anybody know what was on the list? My father, Klaus says. He wrote it. Good. Can you find your father? No, he won't be home until lunch. Can you remember some of the list? Yes, Klaus says. I remember salt, milk, butter, flour, sugar, and tuna fish. Now tell me, where did you lost the list? If I knew, I could find it, Klaus says. You can be sure of that, I says. What street did you walk down? I'm not sure, Klaus says. I lost my way a few times. Then I need to know what to do. I will draw the map and draw a map of every street between your house and the grocery store, and we will follow the map. Sludge and I got up. Our vacation was over. I got 2 pieces of paper and a pen. I drew a map on one piece of paper. I wrote on the other. Dear Mother, something is lost. When I found it, I will be back. Love, Nick the Great. Klaus says, I will walk it with you. Don't get lost, I says, or I will have 2 cases to solve. We walk between Klaus' house and the grocery store, and then between the grocery store and Klaus' house. Sludge sniffed, but we could not find the list. Perhaps it blew away, I said. I dropped a map on the ground. What are you doing? Klaus asked. I am dropping the map. Whichever direction it's going will show us the way the wind is blowing. Perhaps your list blew in the same direction. The map led to Rosamond's house and disappeared. I will go to Rosamond's house, I said. I will ask her if she has seen your list. I will go to my house and wait, Klaus says. We are in front of your house, I said. Yes, that makes it easy to find, Klaus says. Sludge and I went to Rosamond's house. Rosamond opened the door. Rosamond is a very strange girl. Today she looks more than strange. She looked strange and white. She was covered with flowers. Sludge sniffed hard. I sniffed hard. Rosamond smelled terrific. Pancakes. She was making pancakes. We walked in. Rosamond's 4 black cats were there. Today they were white too. The cats looked at Sludge. They were not afraid of him. Nobody is afraid of Sludge. I am making pancakes for my cats, Rosamond says, from a new recipe. I would like to taste my cat pancake, I says. You're not a cat, Rosamond says. I would like to taste them anyway, I says. A pancake is a pancake. Rosamond and I sat down. I ate a pancake. It tasted fishy. I ate another. It tastes fisher. I am going looking for clouds chrysalis, I says. I think the wind blew it toward your house. Have you seen it? I haven't seen a chrysalis, Rosamond says. But what? But I see Annie and her dog Fang outside my window, and what? And Fang has a piece of paper in his mouth. It might be a chrysalis. I gotta thank you for your help and your pancakes, I said. I am having a cat pancakes party this morning, Rosamond says. I have invited all the cats I know. Can you come? I am not a cat. I'm not a cat, I says. That's what I told you before, Rosamond says. Sludge and I went to talk to Annie and Fang. I like Annie. I tried to like Fang. Hello, I says. I am looking for Klaus' grocery list, and I think Fang has found it. It's between his teeth. He won't let the paper go, and it says, "Can you pull it out?" I asked. No, and it says Fang would get mad. I would not like to see Fang mad, I said. I need the great say that we should keep anybody with sharp teeth happy. Very happy. I had a problem. How could I get the paper out of Fang's mouth? Suddenly, I had the answer. Sludge, I said. Burk. Sludge barked funny. But that does not matter. Fang barked back. The piece of paper dropped from his mouth. I reached it for it. But the wind blew it down the street and went after it. Sludge ran after me. Fang after Sludge. Annie after Fang. The paper went around the corner. I went around the corner. Sludge went around the corner. Fang went around the corner. Annie went around the corner. The paper blew into a fence. I grabbed the paper. The case was almost over. I looked at the paper. I saw many lines. The paper was my map. The list is still lost, I said. I need more clues. I thanked Annie and Fang for their help. Sludge and I walked to Cloud's house. Cloud was home. He was not lost. It was a good sign. I, Nick the Great, have not found your list, I said. Can you remember anything else that was written on it? How will that help you find? Cloud says. Trust me, I said. I remember 2 more things, Cloud says. Eggs and baking powder. Good, very good, I says. Can you find the list before lunch? Cloud says. I hope so, I says. Come to my house at 11. Sludge and I walked home slowly. This was a hard case. At home I made myself from pancakes. I mixed eggs, flour, salt, baking powder, milk, butter, and sugar together and cooked them. I gave Sludge a bone. I ate and thought. I thought about the grocery list. I thought about Rosamond and her fishy cat pancakes. I thought about Annie and Fang and the map. I put ideas together. I took them apart. Then I had a big idea. I knew I must go back to Rosamond's house. I did not want to do that. I did not want to be at the party with Rosamond and all the cats she knew. But I had a job to do. I had a case to solve. Sludge and I walked quickly to Rosamond's house. I said hello to Rosamond and more cats than I could count. They were all over Rosamond's floor. Rosamond's table, Rosamond's chair, and Rosamond. I came to talk about your cat pancakes, I said. Would you like more? Rosamond asked. I would like to see your recipe, I said. Here it is, Rosamond said. There are no directions in this recipe, I said. I don't need any, Rosamond says. I just mixed some of everything together. Tell me, where did you get this recipe? I found it today, Rosamond says. Aha, you found it, I says. Did you find it near your house? Yes, Rosamond says. How did you know that? I have something to tell you. I need the grace out that your cat pancake recipe is Klaus' grocery list. I stood tall. I cleared my throat. I cleared my throat. I read the recipe: salt, milk, butter, flour, tuna fish, egg, baking powder, sugar, salmon, liver. Oh, Rosamond says. When I found the paper, I thought it was a cat pancake recipe. Yes, I said. And when I saw Fang holding a piece of paper, I thought it was a grocery list. I thought it was what I hoped it was. When you saw the grocery list, you thought it was that you hoped it was a cat pancake recipe. I never really thought of what when I was making pancakes. I mixed egg, flour, salt, baking powder, milk, butter, and sugar. Claude had told me they were on his list. The other things he remembered on the list was tuna fish. Cats like tuna fish, so cat pancakes. Oh, Rosamond says. Well, Claude can have this in his paperback. I'll keep the recipe on my head. That is good place for it, I says. I cannot blow away. It cannot blow away. I said goodbye to Rosamond and more cats than I could count. Sludge and I went home with the recipe. The case was solved, and it was almost 11 o'clock when Claude comes at 11. I will give him his list. It is now past 11 o'clock. It is now past 11:30. Claude has not shown up. I do not see him anywhere. I hope Claude has not lost himself. It is now past 12. Here comes Claude. I am glad I did not have to look for him. I'm glad the case is over. I need to read, have something important to do. I need to read. I'm going to finish my vacation.